Welcome to the Readiness Rounds tutorial for how to complete follow-up. As part of the Readiness Rounds platform, checklist questions that were scored as non-compliant will automatically prompt the creation of a follow-up email that will require you to submit timely corrective action plans. You will receive a notification email of items that fail within your area of responsibility. The follow-up email contains a link to the Readiness Rounds website as shown here. Once you click the link, the account login screen for Readiness Rounds will populate. On the login screen, you can contact Readiness Rounds, change and reset your password, and access frequently asked questions, or FAQs. Now let's go ahead and log in. Your username is always your full facility email address that you use at work. After entering username and password, click the blue Login button to begin your session. Once you log in, the main screen will be visible. From this screen, you can complete checklists and follow-ups, view dashboards, access training, and make a request or suggestion. You can also access the What's New button that will display any newly updated Readiness Rounds features or functions. Depending upon your assigned level of participation within the Readiness Rounds system, you may have access to all of these options or just a few. Let's click on the Follow-up button. The next screen you are taken to is the Follow-up Items screen. In this example, the items needing follow-up are from an Environment of Care checklist. There are 4 types of follow-up items. First, escalated follow-up items are overdue and need attention. These are listed under the red bar. Second, open follow-up items and items with estimated completion date are current but need completed before their due dates. These are listed under the yellow bars. And third, items completed at the time of inspection just needed acknowledgement and are listed under the green bar. Now let's click on an open follow-up item. Remember that you will need to read through the following areas before you document any corrective action. Where the item has failed, in this case it was MICU, the reviewer's name, the review date, the question detail from the checklist, the regulatory standard which is related to the question, the reviewer's comments as to why the question failed. In order to resolve a follow-up item, you must complete the corrective action section. The corrective action section contains 4 fields. You can edit each of the fields by clicking in them. The first field is the Submitted By button, which displays the name of the person responsible for submitting the correction. Click the Submitted By button to edit the person's name who is submitting the form. To the right of Submitted By is the status box. This will automatically default to Incomplete and is indicated by the color red. In order to complete a follow-up item, click the status box to open the drop-down list. You will see 2 options to choose from. If the item is completed, the box will turn green and the estimated completion date field will populate to today's date. In the event the date of corrective action is not today's date, you can go in and manually choose the correct date. If the item is incomplete, the box will remain red. When you are unable to correct a failed item, you will enter a future date in the estimated completion date field so that further corrective reminder notifications will be suspended until that date. Let's go back into the estimated completion date area and change the date to March 25th, 2015 to show that the item should be corrected by that date. Remember, if the correction remains incomplete, then you must provide an estimated completion date so that reminder notifications can be generated at the appropriate time. You are also responsible for filling out the notes regarding the details of the action that has been taken to correct the failed item. In the Corrective Actions box, let's type in Remove Dirty Items, EVS Decontaminated Room, Staff Educated, February 1st of 2015. Once all of the areas under the Corrective Action heading are complete, select the Submit button to complete the follow-up action. Follow-up items that are escalated, open, or have an estimated completion date are completed in this way. Now, let's briefly review a follow-up item that was completed at the time of inspection. When a reviewer is scoring a checklist and finds a failing item, it should be corrected at the time of review if possible. Failing questions marked as follow-up completed at time of inspection are included with follow-up notifications sent to managers so that they can be acknowledged. After the follow-up completed at the time of inspection, items are expanded and reviewed by the recipient. No additional information or documentation needs to be added. The manager can simply tap the Submit button and that item will be completed and closed. The information regarding these items will be aggregated in the dashboards for the department or area as non-compliant findings, but will show as completed in the follow-up dashboard. To conclude, thank you for taking the time to view the Readiness Rounds tutorial, How to Complete Follow-Up. Please take a moment to review other videos that may help you more effectively operate this patient safety, quality of care, and experience improvement process. Thank you for your attention.